Hey everybody, this is it. We're in the final round of the 2024 Democratic primary spinner battle. There's only been 2 rounds, only 3 major candidates in the race. Way less fun than the Republican side. Last week was a great one. We had to say goodbye to the incumbent, Joe Biden. Spoiler, he lost by 1 electoral vote. So we're down to 2. We've got number 1, Marianne Williamson. She's the progressive. Number 2, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He's a Democrat with some dissenting views, so that means he's been portrayed as a Republican. But anyway, this is the spinner battle. I know it's not the delegate map. This is the map everybody knows. I do the states the same way every time. Actual politics can be draining. That's why sometimes it's nice to have a little bit of random fun. So this is it. It's the finals. Williamson against Kennedy. Who's your pick to win it? What's the final margin going to be? Will we have a close one or a landslide? Let's find out. Let's start with Alaska. That's the first state. 3 electoral votes. And that's number 2. That goes to Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He's the first one on the map. Now we go to Hawaii. We've got 4 electoral votes here. It looks like Kennedy is going to go 2 for 2. 7-0 as we go up to Washington. We've got 12 more electoral votes here. And there's number 1, Marianne Williamson. She makes her debut, and she's in the lead. As we go to Oregon, we've got 8 more votes here. And those are going to go to Kennedy. Kennedy jumps back in the lead. Now we've got California. That would be both of their home states. And we've got a massive ton of votes here. There's 54. Somebody's going to have a huge lead. Somebody's going to be in the hole. Let's find out who it's going to be. This goes to RFK. He does take California. He has 54 more electoral votes. Williamson, now she's got her work cut out. As we go into Nevada, here's 6 more electoral votes. We've got number 2, RFK. He goes 3 in a row. Next state, Idaho. We've got 4 electoral votes here. And that's going to Kennedy again. Kennedy on a streak here as we go into Utah. We've got 6 more votes up for grabs. And that's number 2, Kennedy again. 5 in a row for Kennedy. Let's see if Williamson can get something going here on Arizona. Here comes 11 electoral votes. Goes to Kennedy yet again. 6 in a row for Kennedy. Up to Montana. Let's see what happens. That's number 1, Marianne Williamson. She's back in action. She has 4 more electoral votes. Let's see if she can build up on that as we go to Wyoming. We've got 3 electoral votes here. Williamson goes back to back. She has 3 more. Colorado. That's the next spin. Kennedy, he goes to take Colorado, and that takes us down to New Mexico. Here comes 5 more votes. And those are going to Marianne Williamson, number 1. Next state, North Dakota. That's 3 electoral votes coming to number 1, Marianne Williamson. Next, South Dakota. 3 more votes. Williamson, 2 straight. Actually, 3 straight. Let's go to Nebraska at large. We've got 2 more votes here. And RFK is going to snag those. Next, Nebraska's first. 1 electoral vote. That's going to go to Kennedy. He's going to have 1 more. Last time it all came down to 1 electoral vote, so every single vote matters. Let's go to Nebraska's second. Coming to Kennedy. Nebraska's third now. Last vote for Nebraska. We've got number 1. We've got Marianne Williamson. She's got it. Next, Kansas. Here comes 6 electoral votes. That's going to Kennedy. Kennedy so far dominating. A lot of time left. Let's go to Oklahoma. 6 more votes here in the Sooner State, and that's going to go to Marianne Williamson. Now we've got Texas with its 40 electoral votes. This is pivotal. Marianne Williamson is trailing. Kennedy looking to pile it on. Let's spin it. Who's going to get him? That's number 2. That does go to Kennedy. Kennedy has 40 more and a massive lead. Let's go to Minnesota. 10 electoral votes here. Number 2, Kennedy again. Let's go to Iowa. This is going to go to Kennedy, close to the line. Kennedy with 3 in a row again. Williamson, got to start putting up some states here. Let's go to Missouri. 10 more votes, yet again going to Kennedy. So far, this is looking like a replay of the GOP finals with Suarez really doing a lot of damage. Let's go to Arkansas, though. We've got 6 more votes. Williamson could turn it around at any point, but she's not going to do it here. Kennedy is going to go 5 in a row. Let's go to Louisiana. We've got 8 more. That's number one. Looks like Marianne Williamson. She's going to take 8, and that could be the state that turns everything around for her. Let's go to Wisconsin. We've got 10 votes here. And that's yet again going back to RFK. So if Kennedy can have this much success, Williamson can do the same in the back half. Let's go to Illinois. We've got 19 votes here. That's a lot. But those are going to Kennedy again. Let's do Michigan now. We've got 15 votes here. Williamson, gotta see a 1 here, but it's a number 2. Kennedy again. How about Indiana? 11 votes. Can Williamson start anything? No, she can't. Kennedy does it again. How about Kentucky? We've got 8 electoral votes here. There's 1 for Williamson. She has 8. She barely got that in. That was right on the line. Maybe she'll go on a tear here. Let's do Tennessee. We've got another 11 electoral votes. That swings back to Kennedy. He's got another state. Mississippi. Here comes 6 more votes. Number 1, Williamson. She does get Mississippi. She has 60, but she's going to need another 10 or 15 of those. Let's do Alabama. Here comes 9 electoral votes. Williamson, 2 in a row. She has 9 more in her column. And here comes Florida. We've got 30 electoral votes. And if this is a 2, this thing is already over. Kennedy wins it. Williamson really needs a 1 here. Let's spin it. Here it is. That is going to Kennedy. Take a look at that. This thing is already over. This might be the earliest head-to-head matchup I've ever seen. Williamson has had 0 traction so far, so I apologize if you were polling for Williamson or were hoping for a nail-biter. It could still be close. Williamson could catch fire here. Let's spin for Georgia. Let's see what happens. Kennedy, he's not going to let up. Just because he's already clinched it, he's going to keep going. He's already at 300. Williamson only at 69. Let's go to South Carolina. Here comes 9 votes. Kennedy again. North Carolina. Here's the next spin. Wow. RFK really relentless in this finals. Let's do Ohio. 17 more votes. Number 1. That's Marianne Williamson. Remember her? She has 86 now as we go to West Virginia. 4 votes. That's going to go to Williamson. 2 in a row. Let's go all the way to the corner. Maine at large. Only 2 votes, but Kennedy is going to grab those. Let's do Maine's first. 1 more electoral vote. That's number 2, going to Kennedy again. How about Maine's second? And that is number 1. That's going to go to Williamson. Let's go to New Hampshire. We've got 4 electoral votes. Number 1, Marianne Williamson. Next state, Vermont. Progressive state, and it goes toward the progressive Marianne Williamson. Next, New York, 28 electoral votes. Can Williamson go over 100? Of course, she can do it on New York. She's over 100, still trails by more than 200. Let's go to Massachusetts. Can Williamson take another state? No. RFK is going to take Massachusetts. His family name does have a history with Massachusetts, and Kennedy has another state. Let's go to Connecticut. 7 votes here. Those are going to go to Williamson. Rhode Island, that's next. 4 more votes. Going to RFK. Next state, New Jersey. 14 more. Going to RFK again. Next state, Delaware. We've got 3 votes here as we see Biden sitting on the sidelines. Williamson claims Delaware. Next, we've got Maryland. That's 10 electoral votes. Number 1, Marianne Williamson. She's got 10 more. Let's do Washington, D.C. 3 votes. Williamson, she's got them. Next, Pennsylvania. 19 electoral votes. Williamson, she's got 19 more. Last spin. That is for Virginia. 13 electoral votes. Here it is. Number 2, Kennedy takes Virginia. And there's your final map. We've got the winner, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., 370 electoral votes. Marianne Williamson, a distant second place at only 168. Williamson did have a couple of streaks, but they were too little too late. She did well in the Northeast and the Upper Great Plains. But for the most part, Kennedy took the big states. He dominated this map, and he will be the Democratic nominee in this 2024 spinner battle. And one thing we can do that was suggested to me in the comments was have the winner here face off against the Republican winner, so we will see those two face off. I don't know how exciting that's going to be for anybody, but all I can do is work with the results that I get, and this wraps up 2 rounds of the spinner battle for the Democrats. Not sure what happens from here. I've had requests for the 2020 Democratic primary. That could be fun, so let me know in the comments, what do you want to see happen next? Do you enjoy these spinner battles, or do you think it's completely silly, serves no purpose, and you don't want to ever see another one? Either way, let me know down below. On your way out, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. Join if you'd like to support the channel. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next video.